Hello to the gamers. It's a good weekly. You are now deep into the next weekly, and you're wondering why I'm still playing this weekly. Well, the answer is simple. I'm not gonna be here when the next weekly comes out. I should still be alive. I'll just be away from my computer. You always gotta bake that in. I mean, I could die. I'm not saying like it's in the cards. It's not planned, but you know, you could. No, none of us ever knows how long we got on this mortal coil. Is what I'm trying to say. All right, let's back up. We're playing Super Auto Pets. I'm on vacation. Okay. Previously, you could be mad about the fact that I made you think about mortality. Now you could be mad about the fact that I'm on vacation. I can live with that instead. Hang on, just shoot. Something like this, maybe. Okay, I'm glad I saved it. No saving the commentary, though. So I'm recording now because I won't be able to record this weekly when it becomes this weekly. You know what I mean? You ever read Us Weekly? Me neither. When I was a kid, I thought that Us Weekly was like a serious magazine. It's not that if you had asked me to read it, I would be like, oh, this is a serious magazine. It's more that like the fact that it was always cited by Entertainment Tonight as if it was an important magazine. I was like, oh, okay. I mean, if Maria Menounos, what's her name? If Maria Menounos says that this is big news, then I'm going to start paying attention. Okay, I'm not thrilled with what we've got here, but I think that temporarily this squad can work. By the way, I ran... ooh, thank you so much. You shouldn't have. I ran a lot of Super Auto Pets on the stream today, and the Super Auto Pets that I ran on the stream today, we had a lot of 10... I think we had 3 10 pieces and a 5 piece. That's a pretty darn good performance, if you're asking me. So I'm not saying, of course, that I got it all figured out. I'm simply suggesting that I at least... I guess I'm simply suggesting that I'm cooking, is what I'm trying to say. I don't think we're ever going to send you out there. I think we're going to send you out here. For the moment, why don't you take meat? Well, I mean, the thing is, we might want garlic on you at some point, but anytime I've tried to build the guinea fowl long-term this week, it has not worked out well for me. What has worked out well for me is running the guinea fowl in like a flex position until we get something that's like a little bit more impressive, a little bit more potent, if you will. And, oh, baby, would you look at that? It's a nice get, I would take, and continue going with the tennis ball for now, which I genuinely feel is making all the difference. Get you out of here, get you into here instead, and then roll. Okay. I think the blobfish pill is extremely powerful early. The only question is, what do you apply it to? We don't really have like a classic like unit that you would roll into the late game right now. We're insane. We're unbelievable. That being said, we could just apply it to... I mean, elephant guinea fowl does make sense, don't get me wrong. Give me a moment here. I think you're gone. You're on the squad. You're out here. It's a pretty wild ask. Like this is a big move for us, especially considering I just said like the guinea fowl wasn't that good. It doesn't really need garlic because it's gonna kill the guinea fowl for sure. It could get garlic on the elephant maybe. I genuinely think that this pivot makes sense and was only enabled due to a unique set of circumstances. Austin Danger Powers. That's my favorite movie. It's not my favorite, but I think it's pretty darn good. Oh, you're just a hater. We lose these. Okay, I no longer feel strong about the pivot. What I do feel, though, is a Gariel is always a good unit to have. And at some point, maybe it hits the next level. Give me this. Maybe we can get it rolling with a chameleon build, so to speak. I will say with a chameleon build, though, I like to win a little earlier. We're on 3 wins. That's not as bad as I thought it was, actually. Niala also is like one of my great regrets is not running it earlier in this weekly, because I think the Niala does kind of go a little crazy this week. But we got archetypes in different area codes here. This is a little bit different than usual for us, but we're still making it work. Why don't you take your level? I mean, this is just not what we want to see. Just being honest. I would love to see a chameleon. Obviously, it doesn't do anything yet. Similarly, like a Mosasaurus doesn't do anything yet. The pivot is still in. It's just going to take a minute, okay? That's very nice. That's very nice. That's extremely nice. Forget about this. Get chocolate next turn. Even if we lose this round, we got a great Gariel setup. We probably will lose this round. They got a pretty strong squad look in here. I mean, I don't see how we're beating the Peacock. We're not beating the Peacock. Well, we're beating the Peacock, but we're not getting past the next unit. But still, I think we got something here. It'll be like this, this. It doesn't matter because we're going to level you quick. Okay, and then Foam Sword. I'm very Foam Sword pilled. And then sell the Moth. What is it giving? 6? 4 attack, we sell the Moth. And we run a Tiger up here instead. And I'm buying the Elephant mostly out of inertia, just to give us a benefit in the moment. But I really think this Elephant Guinea Fowl, it served us okay for a minute, and now it's probably close to being cooked, but it's still like a pretty strong team they got here. But considering we're mid-pivot, I think that we're in a great spot as well. But we're barely gonna win, honestly. We won, but it was pretty close. But now to get this chameleon popping. No. You waited too long, brother. I'm sorry. This is very nice. We can wait around. Truth be told, considering you're about to break, a Mosasaurus probably makes the most sense. And the order is all scuffed here, but it is what it is. If anything, I know it's a little crazy, but I think you taking Garlic might maximize our chances of winning at least this round, and we don't want to roll because we have something in the shop already that we want for the next time. It's a large lad. It's a large lad you got there. Sorry, on 2 life, the chameleon build can get there. It needs some support, but it can get there. Foam Sword me. I'm telling you, Foam Sword, this is the way. This is a huge one. And this is a huge one. And then the Puma can be important. It can be like more important than the Elephant, which is basically just existing right now. But we need a different... Well, maybe we don't. We probably needed to level up a couple times, but... I feel like this was just a huge play. Like, having the order go the way that it did, we're still gonna draw. That's so sad. We're gonna lose, actually. Oh my god. The toilet paper blew us out because we didn't get the extra chameleon play. Level me for sport. Bear is not the way here. I think after having leveled you, I think you're gone, unfortunately. You're not that important. I understand the possibility space of the Puma here, but... So I'm justifiably like a little freaked out that we're going to stall on 5. But if we don't get hard countered, like if they don't override this 1-up, we're feeling pretty good. Although they have a similar looking squad themselves. And this seems pretty solid. Oh, that's so sad. They gave a bunch of stats to nothing. You don't like to see that. That's a tragic story. Now, we definitely like this. That's going to be very helpful. And you might as well go one more. Oh, we don't have a toy! Ah! Okay. To make up for this, I think I'm gonna be what they were last. Yeah. We gotta keep Mosasaurus. We gotta keep Gariel, and then you gotta sell a level 2. You send out your Mongoose. And you have your Mongoose. Television will give like... I don't think television will give enough. But coconut armor is not good because we just don't have the stats for it. Peanut jar could get us 2 draws. Or a draw until we get the Gariel back out there. Jeez, this is tight, man. I really think that... You're just going to have to decide whether you agree with my intuition or not. But I really feel like the actual... Well, it would have been nice to have some death touch there. The actual best food on this weekly is... Let me live. Oh my god, they let me live. The best toy, I should say, is Foam Sword. That's my full stop opinion there. And I think that... It's okay. I mean, I'd love it if you leveled up, but you're not going to get there. I think the second best food... I just don't want you to get sniped early. Second best toy, sorry, is maybe television, but you kind of... I mean, I think there's a big gap between 1 and 2. Let's put it that way. It's the clutchest one up that's ever existed in history. Even then, it may not be enough. Actually, it was enough. Holy cow. What a purchase. Certainly, Mongoose with Death Touch can get you there, but just my results seem to bear out. And remember, you need a toy here. My results have seemed to bear out that the best option is your Gariel. Bro, give me a toy. This is criminal? I would sell 2 units to get a toy out here. Rip the Mosasaurus. We need a toy. I would sell the Puma to get the toy out here if I had to. Forget this chameleon, then. They gave me a Puma. Do you know? I would sell all 3 of these units to get a toy out here. We simply can't win without it. We don't have stats. So I need to, like, sell a unit just to get to the roll. We're cooked. We have no other option. I can't sell any of these units. That's just, like, I don't know, you can argue till the cows come home what the expected yield on toys is with 12 rerolls. But if we ran 5-squatted, this game looks exactly the same. It's not like a 10-10 Mongoose at the back's going to save us. We got a little bit... You know, people don't like to hear it. They like to believe that everything is within your own self-determination. For a toy build, that was a dead end, unfortunately. There was just no... There was just no way out of that once we didn't get one. It'll be a perfect head. Here come the self-determination Andes, who are like, everything in life is everybody else. Everything wrong in my life is everybody else's fault but my own. But everything wrong in your life was uniquely caused by you and could have been prevented. Well, you didn't have to run a toy build. Well, you could have lost less rounds early so that once you were in it. Sure, that's all true. Nobody likes to hear it, though. Even yourself. Okay, this is pretty solid, though. Of course, if you knew the future, you could change this. But the thing is, if you knew the future, so then you were like, okay, I'm not going to run a toy build, then you may have lost at 7, and you'd be like, there's nothing I could have done about that. And then people would be like, well, you could have run a toy build, and then you'd have to tell them that you already knew that a toy build would stall out at 8. And as a result, you would reveal, in the process of that, you would reveal that you had a time machine. And they would kill you because you have unlocked a power that is forbidden to mankind. So I'll choose life in this situation. This might be crazy. It's probably crazy. But I feel like I had to go strawberry on something because the garlic is going to come out before... No, it did not come out before the hummingbird effects. So the strawberry was, like, totally wasted. And this elephant is, like, really, really freaking strong. Oh, but we draw! Okay. In that case, hang on. I think this changes the game for us a little bit. I'll still give that to you. Level 2 pug we haven't experimented with much this week. I guess, like, this is just the first thing that came to mind, which means, like, it's probably pretty obvious, but to get a chameleon popping at level 2 as soon as you get a chameleon would be one of the greatest reasons to keep a pug right now, pug around, I should say. So I'm actually going to go crazy mode. I'm going to dump you, take a kiwi, sell a kiwi, take a puppy, give me some lasagna. Give me garlic on a puppy? I know it's a bit crazy. I would sell you, I would buy you, and I'd sell you next round. Do not underestimate the Kiwi buff, okay? It's a 2-cost, 2-1 buff targeted to the unit, essentially, of your choice. It's not directly your choice, but it's probably the unit that you would want it to go in most situations anyway. I don't think it's, I mean, we got crushed there, just being frank with you, but I don't think it's the greatest thing you could ever expect, but I think it's pretty good. And, I mean, this is probably helpful too. I wouldn't say no to it for no reason. Let's put it that way. Okay, so here, what do I like? Next round, we sell Puppy. We take the lasagna, we give it to Gecko, even though the Gecko can be a bit of a dead end, without a doubt. Holy cow, it's the strongest rack. You gotta, and this is what annoys me the most. You have to respect being blown out by a raccoon, because it's such like a low yield play. So I'm giving you credit where I feel like credit is due. Take your level. Give me this. Come on, come on. A second. Shoe bill would have gone crazy, but I'll settle for a pelican. It's okay. I'm not going to cry. I'm just a little ticked off because I know I don't have a toy popping right here. And what are you doing? Are you... I could apply you to the... It doesn't make sense to apply you to the Pangolin until we get a toy, I guess. But in the future, yes. Level 3 Stork, brother. Look at this son of a gun. Again, at the risk of angering the self-determination Andes, these last, like, 4 teams, or I guess 3 teams that crushed us, it's the greatest teams I've ever gone up against. It's nuts, man. Just give me my 5 health. Like, we've gone up against some truly stellar opponents here recently. We needed another strawberry, too. I probably just rolled past strawberries. I'm so used to strawberries being a one and done. Now, bring me back. We got a later game scaling team. Great opportunity, I think, for our Gecko to kind of thrive. The ink, it does nothing, to quote Radioactive Man. Bizarrely not the lead singer of Imagine Dragons. Sure. Here, I think you accept Meerkat as your once and future king. Death Touch is going to go insane right now. And strawberries. Yeah. Niala, I think, will be amazing, too. It's just a great unit to have with Death Touch. Chameleon could go crazy. So we're cleaning house. We're probably cleaning house. Actually, you know what? I think we're... I don't think we have enough wins to rely on this right now, but... Oh, you had to have 17 HP, didn't you? You couldn't add 16 HP. But watch this, okay? Niall is so good, though. I think you're gone. You're gone. Pug comes to the front to buff Chameleon. And then Niala just comes out here. And we're really looking for one-ups in our future. So, like, Chameleon needs this. It doesn't need it immediately, but it's the best target for it. You're getting frozen because your food. Me, when I work at the Tater Tots factory. So, I don't know. We're spitting out 17 Death Touch here. Does that sound right? This sounds roughly right. Fly hard counters us. You got to give credit where credit is due. And by credit, I mean, there's no way that they knew who they were going up against, but... If I was on the other end of this, I would say we got you. So I think in the interest of honesty, it's worth noting that I give him some credit. Give me a Puma. We're gonna say forget this Niala possibly. I gotta look at it. No foods. I got a food frozen. Don't get me wrong. You don't have the foods that I'm looking for. So I think the crazy play is we basically send out 150-50. The Pug, he might not even get 50-50, but the Pug is going to get quite strong. And at the risk of being annoying, he's not even that strong. We made it, but did we make it? We made it. Thank God for loser's bracket, man. We still got a chance. Pay attention to foods. This takes you to level 3. These are not foods. This is not my beautiful house. Obviously, that's a food, but and by food, of course, as always, I mean toy. That's a much better toy. With God as my witness, I don't think we can win this round. So call me crazy. I think what we need to do is double sell. I understand that this is a very bold move. And then run. Give me television for now, okay? 3 units are going to get like an 8/8 buff. I'm a little skeptical. There's going to be a 50-50 dog out here. It's they did not get nearly as strong as I thought they were going to get. But wait, the rest... I was going to say the rest of their team is not that impressive, but it was more impressive than mine at the very least. Okay, we just got cooked on that one. Either way. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, click the like button. It helps us a great deal. Subscribe if you want to see more in the future. I'll see you next time. See ya!